Hey, Jace here. I'm in the studio working on a track and putting together some videos that are going into some deep technical dive about tempo related aspects of music production and applying those to my upcoming release that's coming up in the days and weeks to come. I'm going to be releasing a track every week, and I'm going to be sharing videos of that happening. So you'll be able to see exactly how I do what I do. But in the videos that I made today, I really dove into the subject of beat mapping and tempo freedom and this kind of stuff. And I'm going to talk about this real quick. Okay, so what is it about tempo that makes it so hard to understand sometimes? You start to talk about tempo, and a lot of artists sometimes get defensive because, it's really a big deal. Rhythm is a huge deal. As a matter of fact, it's one of the four cornerstones that pretty much all music is built out of. This is a great book that I've loved to read, and it's by Aaron Copland, and he talks about those four pillars, four cornerstones, four winds of music: rhythm, melody, harmony, and tone color. So having track of the rhythm and knowing what it's doing in a piece of music is really important, and I'm going to be talking about that a lot in this videos to follow along with this track I'm going to be releasing soon. It's called Narwhal. But I just kind of wanted to answer the question of how I'm able to explore making something sound free, but also not having it come off the rails. Where's the line at? How do you keep that happening? When it comes to the piano, one of the things I've learned, and I think Chopin talked about this as well, that the left hand, when it is moving, usually as an accompaniment figure, and it's counting out time, that is the part of you that you want to have holding the beat of a track together. So if the rhythm says, turn that up a little bit. Now the right hand, if I play this rigidly, it's going to sound Now, if I play it with freedom, I'm still going to hold the rhythm with this left hand, but I'm going to let the right hand move off. Back to the other way. Now the freedom way. So the way that applies to the track that I'm working on is I have a lot of different things going on here with this track. This track is actually a spin-off of an old piece called Adagio, which was written by Albinoni during the Baroque period, and I'm modernizing it in a neoclassical way with synthesizers and electronic music components. But in the left hand, we have this. Let me turn off that metronome. And as you can see on the tempo grid, it's pretty tight, but not rigid. Now watch as I bring in the rest of the production, and you'll hear this synth that is involved with this employs some freedom. that rhythm's going to stay the same, but this synth is going to sound like it's pulling on it. So it's a give and a take. If everybody's trying to be free on the rhythm at the same time, what you have is a hot mess. I guess you just have to know where to pick the alignments. All right, well, stay tuned with me, and I'm going to be releasing a track every week. I sure hope you'll be with me on this, because I could sure love to hear what you all have to say as I plummet down this crazy quest. So everybody take care.